You are about to experience the Corpse Cast. We would advise any listener who may be ill, pregnant, or of weak constitution to reconsider listening to the show for fear of an onset of health issues related to encountering bouts of pure shock or fright. For those who wish to continue, just remember to avoid fainting. Keep repeating, it's only a podcast. Only a podcast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 3. Wow, we're starting. Oh, that did you see how it panned in on you, by the way?
Oh, did it?
That was awesome. Welcome to episode 390 of the Corpse Cast. I'm Mike, and right on the other side, we've got the comely creep, the primo poet, and the transcendent tenor. I was gonna say, I messed that up. Transcendent tenor.
There it is.
Matthew Wall. How you doing, Matthew?
Thank you, Michael. That was very sweet. You did a triple of things about me there.
Dude, we're starting off a new year. Spring is sprung, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you are too, but I don't need to hear about that. I always assume that whoever I'm on the podcast with has got an erection.
I won't tell you what happened in the elevator at the hospital today.
Well, okay, so we don't have to even get into this into the show yet, and you just literally said you won't tell me something, but now obviously you need to tell me.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, are you? It's really all right, everybody. Email Mike at cadaverlab.com to find out what Matt Wall did in the elevator, having probably to do with an erection, but I cannot wait to hear about that one, ladies and gentlemen.
Just
Today,
a little damp.
Say what?
It was just a little damp.
Brother.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're depriving the folks of this story, but whatever. Okay.
I'm not going to deprive you of it, but yeah.
No, I know. But a damp boner elevator story. That's I don't know. It's hard to lead in with that and then not come through.
That's
Anyway,
what she said.
good one.
Yeah.
This episode we're going to be talking about. I've entitled this episode "Wild Japan." Doesn't that sound like one of those Mondo movies from like the late '60s or something? Wild Japan.
So
but that, you know what's funny is you watch those now and you're just like, those are pretty tame now. It's like,
yeah, but it's still bad. But
well,
yeah,
no, but here's the thing: the style, how it looks, kind of how it feels, and how the narrator is like, oh, and also that's not all. Blah, 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 you're just like, oh, that's naughty, even though it's just like some giant bush lady dancing around in a club or something like that. You're just like,
Cannibal Holocaust killed that whole style. It made all those Mondo movies look so ridiculously like chill.
well, and it's like, dude, you know what the worst part of that whole movie was? The one that freaked me out the most. It wasn't the animal killings. I mean, those are obviously the thing that a lot of people point to. I mean, that did make it the rest of it seem weird. But that whole scene with the rock and the girl on that.
Oh, are we talking about Cannibal Holocaust?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing.
I saw that way too young. And by the way, speaking of too young, you may not want your kids to watch the movies that we got talking about today. Okay, we're talking The Machine Girl and Tokyo Gore Police, both from 2008. I just wanted to get that out.
2008 was a great year.
Do you know what? I've got some questions for you as a filmmaker.
Okay.
When it comes later on, I mean, we'll talk about it as we go over the movies, but it's like,
how did they come? Yeah.
Beauty. No, but yeah, so I've got some questions about that because there seems to be a lot of similarities from the movies made at that time. Anyway, while we have you still, you guys, if you're not watching this on YouTube and you're just listening to this, you are missing out. Go to youtube.corpsecollective.com to check out this podcast. Right now, Creep has a hair tie?
A monocle. Fuck. Yeah. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment and let Mike know What is your favorite weird J movie?
J horror movie. That's wonderful. Also, go to youtube.com/@Matt Wall if
Oh,
you're interested in writing advice, a book club, poetry. Basically, I've looked at it and I'm going over it and I'm like, this is your first step into becoming a Renaissance man. If you don't have a lot of, if you don't have a
huh.
lot of luck with the ladies, Creep will show you. Basically, just let your artistic stuff out.
Well, actually, I am starting a new channel. I'll just
Ooh,
like drop it here, but I'm starting a new channel that is based on um, my journey, but also dudes over 40 getting shit done.
hell yeah.
But also, it's focused on dudes that were like big beast fucking dudes
Yeah.
who, like, because they were so beasty, it took them way too long to realize, like, oh shit, I'm really fucking out of shape. It's not like those like skinny fat fuckers that realize they're not looking good at 29 and then
Right.
they start like doing shit.
Uh-huh.
It's for people who like always were just like big tree trunk motherfuckers and then suddenly they're 40 and they're like, oh my God, my belt is so long. What am I supposed to do with this?
It's a health journey, but more of an awakening for the soul.
Yeah.
That's
And
what I figure.
just like an encouragement thing. If you guys are going through stuff like that,
Mhm.
you can watch me fail a bunch and that'll make you feel better about yourself.
Yeah,
And
but
then
with every failure, we come closer to our goals, Creep.
yeah. So just one of those happy things.
Mhm.
Now let's talk about some fucking Japanese bludgeoning.
Okay, okay, so let's get into it. So I mean, a lot of times there's a lot of different kinds of Japanese movie, right? But I swear to you, around like the mid 2000s, well, not mid 2000s, but like mid to late 2000s, right? There was just this crop of Japanese movies that showed up,
Mhm.
and and I don't know if this is the right word for it, but I do know that the Japanese have a set of movies called Euroguro, which are erotic and grotesque. I don't know if that's some old thing that doesn't apply to like movies of this time or what. But basically, these are both erotic and grotesque. We have Robo Geisha from 2009, Mutant Girl Squad from 2010, Hell
Oh,
Driver, Meatball Machine, just to name a few. And there is a ton of them that came out within like 5 years, before and after 2010, right?
yeah.
And I mean, obviously, I am not a Japanese man, right? So, and I've
Mhm.
always been intrigued by the culture. It's always
You know one.
my soon-to-be son-in-law is half Japanese. So if I bust into my Japanese accent,
Ugh.
I'm not. I promise, creep, I would not do that. So I will not do that. Okay, on the show at least. While anything that's going on online, nothing will do that.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll just send them like a little thing. Oh, I won't do it. I can't. I almost just did it. I said I wasn't going to do it, and then I literally almost just went.
You just did it. Yeah, it's okay.
No, but I mean the thing. So basically, their culture. A lot of Asian cultures, and I mean, I've watched a lot of Hong Kong black magic movies, a lot of like Southeast Asia, like Liak movies, like the Mystics in Bali, mixes. Is it Mystics in Bali? All those kind of movies, right? But also Japan is the same thing. Their culture is so different than what I'm used to. And I've been to Tokyo, by the way. It's wild, and I feel like a giant there. But the thing is it's beautiful. And it's like when I was there, they're very straight laced ties, suits, all this stuff like that. And then, I mean, and there's a lot. I'm not saying that all their media is like this, but I'm saying, but then you have this kind of stuff that comes out, which is directly contrasts all that stuff, right? I love I love the look. I mean, you remember back in the old days, I don't know what they call these, but a lot of those torture rope movies where they got these women, they tied them
Bondage
up.
rope,
Say what?
the bondage rope stuff,
Yes.
like shapoopy, sh
There's a
shashupi. I don't know. It's
there's a
called.
yeah, but it's a lot of yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But okay, so all I'm saying is they've always had this rich culture of art, whether it be horror movies or not, right? And I think that I mean, I think this is just kind of part of it as well, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's probably, I mean, these movies have social, social messages, potentially political, all this stuff, right? But I mean, it's just it's always something with those people. Can I say that? And it's like I mean it in a good way. I mean that in a good way. Okay. Did that come out strange to take it good? But I feel like it's always something with those guys.
I think you stopping halfway, like after saying it, to like repreface it made it sound strange.
Okay. Well,
But your heart's in the right place,
well,
so
obviously,
like,
well,
we're
and,
good.
and I love it. Like, I mean, obviously, it's I mean, movies all the way from 60s all the way to now, a lot of Japanese bangers. These are a specific style, though. Would you agree?
Yeah,
Now,
like the whole Tokyo Shock like
yes.
thing, like, but like that, we could go. Keep going, keep going. I
No, no.
don't want
Basically, I'm just trying to intro the thing because I mean, it's not like I don't. It seems to me like this was a like there's periods of different Japanese types of films, right?
yeah,
And we had a bunch of those, and we this was a short-lived but very similar in look and feel, all that stuff too. But I also feel like it was a very like a lot of the same people kind of worked on all these same movies, right?
yeah,
Here and there, stuff like that. So I feel like it's kind of like the Italians from the 1980s.
yeah.
How every there was like 10 guys who worked on every single movie, and they just took turns like directing them. But it kind of feels like that to me. Anyways, what do you know about this kind of stuff before the show?
Well, like were you talking about those Pinky movies? Is
Well,
that
yes. And by the way,
what?
we have to do a Pinky movie show soon.
Oh my God, dude! Like,
Yes.
don't get me going, dude.
Oh, no, 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 because no, I want to do that because it's
Uh,
been on my list for a long time, and it's funny because so just we'll pull back the curtain for a minute. I
yeah,
mentioned that we
pull
should,
back the beef curtains a little bit.
bro.
You went like this, like it was like.
Well, oh wait, are there what does
Well, I
curtains
don't
do?
know. Like when you open curtains, I think you just like or go like this, pull back the curtain, and you're like,
Maybe that's what we call a Freudian slip.
yeah,
Okay, maybe that's what. Yeah, I did do that. Anyway, but we have to do that. But so basically, what we did is I'm like, hey, let's do some genre in,
I
right?
was just gonna.
Yeah. Speaking of beef curtains, and
Oh,
then you mentioned this. I'm like, oh shit, no, let's do that next. So
yeah.
next episode, we're gonna do some genre in, right? But then
Although
after
we're talking about doing some pinky shit right now.
no, but we're gonna do pinky shit after. We can't do two Japanese like focused episodes in a row.
Okay, that sounds bad, but okay.
Okay. I'm not as PC as you,
But
obviously.
it's just
So I don't know what it means. Go ahead and pull it back so we can. I know
yeah,
what you're talking about.
pull that back a little bit, okay? Back that up, like this, like just
Oh
one of
my gosh,
like one of these.
you guys! If you're not
Just
watching the
pull it
YouTube
back.
channel, you are missing out. That's
Yeah,
gonna go when Creep becomes a politician. This part's coming up. He's
yeah.
like, yeah, we're gonna get a lot of that on Twitter.
But yeah, so Girl Boss Gorilla is one of my
Right.
favorites, and Terrifying Girls High School Lynch Law Classroom.
Right. And
That's
I
another
can
one of my
see
favorites.
the covers. Like they're pink. Then they have like a Japanese girl ready to punch somebody or something.
Yeah, yeah, those.
Let's save that for next time, though, bro.
Yeah,
Come
we don't have to talk about it. It's fine.
on. Anyway, today we're going
Oh,
to talk about some
yeah.
potential Euro girl. I don't know if that's really about these movies,
Mhm.
but it is an erotic and grotesque. And I feel like these movies don't just they see the line of excess and then they haul ass past it, flip you off in the rear view, and leave us with these gems. Uh,
Yeah. Like I think too though, like I'm trying to remember when the original Flying Guillotine movie came out.
mhm.
Because I mean, I'm sure they were doing it in samurai movies too, but like the arterial spray,
Oh yeah,
like
I like to call them Mister.
The Mister.
Like when you go out in a restaurant or a bar in the back. Well, I don't know if you have them there because it's like it's hot as hell here in the summer, right?
Yeah.
So it's
You
like
do.
100 degrees at 9 p.m. And so they put the misters out, so
Yeah.
that's how they bled in this.
It's nice. But yeah, like I think though that had to have been the 70s,
Mhm.
but just the blend of like anime and like manga culture like
Yes.
into these movies, especially fucking Tokyo Gore,
Yes.
please. It's just
Yes.
it's wild.
I even looked it up to see if they came from that, and it doesn't look like they were, but it's like, yeah, I mean, that goes right into it. Now, that's another thing with the Japanese culture, just the wild, different thing, and
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, that applies to every different culture though, right? It's
Yeah.
like it's a little more creepy to me when I don't, if there's something I don't understand about the basis of it, right? I mean, like a vampire here, it's like, yeah, we get it. Okay, cool. Dracula, whatever. But I remember the first time I saw, oh shoot, what was it? It was some guy's name, Tsui Hark's vampires, right? And they're the ones that like hop around and they got all this, you put the yellow prayer on their like a Taoist like blessing on their face and they
Mm.
stop jumping, stuff like that. That freaked the shit out of me the first time I saw it. I'm like, what is this? So I mean, even though it doesn't really scare me now, but it still gives that bit of a it's kind of like when you meet a new lady and she's mysterious and there's
Yeah. She starts whacking you with a yellow prayer card and you can't hop anymore.
And it's like, I'll tell you what, baby, you want me to stop hopping? It ain't gonna happen. Anyway, let's just do this.
Yeah.
Why don't we get into a trailer for Machine Girl, shall we?
Yeah.
Bro, will you do that every time we're about to take a break? All right, we'll be right back to talk about a Machine Girl.
Okay, so Machine Girl.
Oh wait, let
Um,
me let me get into it first.
oh
Machine Girl.
shit.
No, let me just give you the let me just give you the
The curtains.
yeah. Let me give you some facts. 2008 IMDb has this a 5.9. Okay.
What?
Five. Both of these movies were both came out in 2008. They both have a 5.9.
That's insane.
Is that too high or too low?
Too low.
Okay,
I
I
would
was wondering.
assume, but like, I don't know.
So, this was written and directed by Noboru Ichugichi. What? Oh my, we're having Lamaze class too. Lamaze class on the Corpse Cast.
It's Lamaze cast. Let's go.
That's hot. Noboru Iguchi, also wrote and directed uh, Mutant Girl Squad, some stuff in the ABCs of Death. Have you ever seen that? F is for fart. When that schoolgirl
Oh my
drops a
God.
yellow fart and like somebody goes up her butt and lives there. Like that's literally the synopsis of that short.
Oh wow.
Zombie ass toilet of the dead, Robo Geisha. And I've never seen this last one, but it's called Hypertrophy Genitals Girl. Okay.
Why have we not watched that?
Bro, I did not know this existed until after I
When
watched
I was looking up Machine Girl, I saw another movie that's newer called Rise of the Machine Girls.
Yes, and
Is
that's
that
a yeah, well, it's kind of I was reading about that and I actually picked it up and so I've it's ready to watch. I'm gonna watch it soon. But
okay?
it's like I'm interested to see, but yeah, apparently it has to it's like a sequel, like I don't know how close of a sequel it is, but it's similar people. I don't know, like I
Yeah.
said, everybody that worked on these kind of worked on them together.
Did you
But
see Vampire Girl or was it
yeah,
Dracula Girl versus
first,
Frankenstein Girl?
yes. Uh-huh.
Something?
Yeah, kind of the same deal. Right around the same time too.
Yeah, it's got to be the same guy, right?
It's got to be like the same 10 dudes in
Yeah.
Japan that made this whole thing that I thought was like taking over all Japanese filmmaking. It was like five
Yeah.
guys. But I don't know. Anyways, it's I'm because I don't want to be because I promised Creep that I wouldn't do my Japanese accent. There's a lot of people who star in this, but I'll only mention one.
Uh,
One girl named wait, no. That's the next one. Never mind. I'll just give you two. Minase Yashido as Amy Hyuga. Am I doing okay? Asami Yajima as Mika Sugahara. Okay, let's just go.
like when you watch a Dodger game, do you do that?
I don't watch Dodger games, bro. That's your problem right there.
Okay. All right. No, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Thank you. You know what?
Uh,
You know what's weird too about Asian names is I don't know if it's a male or a female, right? So like I look at it and it's like Noriko Kishima. Starting, I don't know who that is because I don't know. I can't picture like whether it's a dude or a girl or whatever. And I'm just like, so I have no idea who any of these people are.
yeah, and then I think too, it's last name then first name.
Surname. It's
Yeah,
funny
yeah,
because
yeah.
I do a lot of that in at my work.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
Do you know who Joe Coy is?
uh,
The comedian?
I'm not sure.
Okay. If I could find it, I'll send it to you because you might get a kick.
Wait. Was he a red beard?
What?
Because you sent me something today that was
Oh, no. That's the Bad Friends podcast with
okay. Yeah.
Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino.
You ever seen that one where what's that guy's name? The real popular guy with the goatee and the long hair. When he's like, and when Bobby Lee's like, "Hey, pretend you're my mom," he goes, Bobby," just like that.
Oh, like with what's that dude's name? I don't like that guy.
He's, I don't know who he is very much, but
Like
that was,
Troy something
I
or
don't
something
know.
Troy.
I can't think of his name.
I know what you're talking about though.
But
But
every
yeah, I
time I
saw
see
that.
that,
He's
it's
like,
so
pretend
funny.
you're my dad, and he's like, oh, Bubby.
Bobby.
And he's like, no, what are you doing? Like, you need to do that. No, anyway, so Joe Coy, he's a Filipino comedian, and he does this shtick where he talks about how you can figure out like what like Asian nationality someone is by their accent.
It's like,
So he goes through the whole like, this is how Koreans talk, this is how Chinese talk, this is how blah blah blah, and he's doing the whole thing. And when he gets to the Japanese, he's like, when you're Japanese, you have to speak low, low in your stomach. You got to go and like,
oh,
and so he does this whole bit. It's so funny.
I
It's
gotta
so
see. I send
good.
that to me when you
I'll
can.
find it and send it to you.
You know
He's
what's
fucking
funny is I
hysterical.
can identify the script, the language of all the different languages just
Oh
by
yeah,
looking at it because it's
yeah,
part of my job. So it's
yeah.
so I can tell Korean from Japanese from Chinese, and then it's a lot easier when you get into the Southeastern Asian countries. But anyway,
Uh-huh.
I can't tell the difference when I hear it.
Yeah, yeah,
Except for
yeah.
Filipinos kind of sound there. I have a Filipino buddy, and he plays in a band called Toxic Holocaust, and he actually oh shoot, what's that? Oh, it's a really popular band, it's a thrash band. But one time I was with my girlfriend at the time. He shows up, we're hanging out, we're about to go into a show, and she's like, so where's your family from? The Philippines. And I said, yeah, they're the Mexicans of Southeast Asia. And she thought I was being racist and shit. But he's like, no, we speak Tagalog, which is basically Spanish plus, a mixture of all that stuff. So we're basically Mexico and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, so that's not a racist joke, folks.
Well, yeah, no, they were ruled by Spain for like 330 years or something
So
like
what
that.
you're saying is it is racist because I said they're the Mexicans of
Yeah,
Southeast Asia.
because well, I mean, people from either Mexico or Spain would be offended by that.
Okay, well there goes the probably
No,
one.
no, no. I'm not giving you shit. I'm just saying like yeah, I mean there's so many different languages
Oh yeah.
in Philippines and they're all like parts of other stuff. It's
Yep.
so interesting. But like there's so much Spanish in
Yep.
it. There's like Chabacano is basically
Yep.
Spanish.
Mhm.
But like even like Malay and Indonesian like it's just like there's just parts of all of these languages in
I have a
like
buddy's wife
like
who's from Laos, and first of all, she doesn't know exactly when she was. We don't know when her birthday is for real,
yeah,
so
yeah.
she could be. She's Asian, so she looks young, right? But
Well, until she hits 60. Once she hits 60, everything's gonna just drop.
man, I
So she should just wait till she wakes up and her face drops, and then she goes, "Shit, I'm 60."
and then
Today's
and then
her birthday.
boom on the day. I think she got a good. I think she has a good 10 years. But
Okay.
anyway, so no, but she can speak all those languages kind of because they're all kind of the same. It's like the state of Texas
Mhm.
having 18,000 languages, right? That size, but they're of course
Yeah.
they're all island stuff like. Anyway,
Yeah, because like you got like for Laos, you got Thailand,
Vietnamese, Thai, yeah.
Cambodia,
Hmm.
Vietnam right there.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. I love that. Oh, it's so interesting. Hey guys, I want you guys to know that yes, this is the Corpse Cast. Yes, we're going to talk about some movies, but you have to fucking wait for it because we're having a good time and we're talking about some cool shit, making you smarter and more fucking interesting.
You know what? If you're mad at us for making you smarter, I apologize. I mean, I don't want you to get too smart because once you get too smart, you quit listening to the podcast and I don't know.
No, I mean, your brain is a muscle. You have to keep working it out or else you just get stupid.
I'll be quite frank with you. I work all day long using my brain. By the time I get home, I ain't trying to use it anymore. I just want to watch some horror movies. So,
Yeah.
but and go from there. But okay, I digress. Go ahead and hit the gas pedal on the plot synopsis.
Yeah. Well, I will undress while you degress.
Uh,
And so Machine Girl, this movie opens up with her getting revenge.
yes.
So you think you could just walk away now. Um, but no, there's a whole other movie that's going to happen now because there's a flashback and then there's like a something that happens after the flashback.
Hmm.
Um, so basically, there's this girl. She has a brother. Her parents are dead because they committed suicide. I'm not allowed to say that word on YouTube.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give it a different name.
Alfred de
Susie.
Massos.
We're gonna say Susie. They,
Okay.
they did a Susie.
Okay.
And so but
But
they didn't, but they did, but they
guess
didn't.
why they did? Because they
Because
were accused of murder.
murder.
That was the best thing. That I don't know. I feel like a really heavy Italian accent apparently would
Yeah.
just pass the.
Because you just assume all Italians are murderers, you fucking racist.
Do I? First of all, I can't. Aren't Italians white? They're not. I mean, they can't be racist.
Ugh.
Otherwise, why are we doing this?
I'm just
We
fucking with
cannot.
you.
We cannot talk about other movies from other cultures because we just are not serious enough. We cannot do.
Okay. I'm very serious about this, like a heart attack.
Okay.
So then, um, her little brother, I can't remember his name.
Doesn't matter.
He starts like getting bullied by this gang of dudes that's run by this one douchey guy who has the nicest coat out of everybody that he hangs out with.
Right.
But his dad's like the head of the Yakuza.
Right.
Oh my God, there's like a car chase going on. The helicopters are like right above
Are
the
you
building.
serious?
Dude, it's fucking nuts.
You
It's
live
like,
in a Charles Bronson movie.
oh my God, that's awesome. Like fucking Death Wish 4 up in here. Okay, so anyway, so um long story short, uh Takashi is the mechanic's son, right? What's her brother's name? I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh. Okay.
Anyway, so the brother and his friend, they
Yoshi.
get bullied by this gang of Yakuza dudes, and then they throw him off a fucking building.
Right.
Okay. And while she's going to like stop it because she has like a feeling, she gets like gang assaulted in the back of a van.
By totally unrelated
For
people.
no reason.
Yes.
Like it's like, come on. Like
It's like a
that was
bad
just,
day for that family.
yeah. But then she like fucks everybody up.
Yeah.
So now her parents are dead, her brother's dead. She's got nothing else to live for. So she's like, I'm just gonna start fucking chopping motherfuckers up, and I'm gonna like hunt all these fucking dudes down. And it's like an awesome like story, but it is very much like an anime story, whereas something bad happens, she needs to get revenge. She gets fucked up by the main boss,
Mhm.
who chops her fingers off and
Right.
chops her hand off
Right.
after her hand got tempura'd by some other lady, which is a whole other story. Um, and then she has to go train, and she trains with the mechanic woman, and
The
the
mechanic
mechanic,
woman was the mother of her brother's best friend.
yeah.
By the way, it took me a while to realize that she was his mother because she looked so young.
Oh my God.
It's like
What
I'm
a
like, who now? Who is that? A sister? Who is this?
yeah.
And it's
I,
like,
I kept thinking after the husband died that Machine Girl and Mechanic Girl would end up together, and like we would just have like 20 minutes of that. That would have been glorious. But anyway, so then, oh yeah, I spoiled some shit. Doesn't matter. So then, she trains with her. She only has one arm now. I don't know why they keep saying that. She's got like three-quarters of an arm.
right.
Like
Yeah.
she's just from like here up, kind of like what it would be if that scene took place that I was talking about, which we're not going to talk about. So anyway, but she gets, yeah, open them, yeah. So she trains, and then they're like, we're gonna go fucking kill these motherfuckers. Then some like tracksuit ninjas show up, and all this shit goes down because Mechanic Girl's husband is making the machine gun arm for
Yes.
Machine Girl. Okay, so I hope you're following this now.
It makes perfect sense.
So, I mean, there is just like spray, 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 holes in motherfuckers, spray, guns through motherfuckers' holes, bleh.
People are getting their skin ripped off. There's a shaky,
Yeah, just
like
like,
eyeballed but like bloody skeleton, which they
yeah.
use in the next one too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. The next one I think is even worse,
Yeah.
but the
Or better.
tempura hand was really gross to me.
So what?
The tempura hand.
What? Yeah, what was that? Okay, so I would not I eat tempura sushi from time to time, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fine. But it doesn't look like that. And I would not eat that.
Well, it's like very like flaky battery.
Yeah.
Like it's batter. It's supposed to be like if it's like good and
It doesn't look like flaky like that.
hers was like way too much. That just
And
looked like
also I thought I'm like, okay, so this is must be how she loses her hand to
yeah.
no,
No,
that's not the case
that's
at all.
just her hand just had a bad fucking day.
It was
That's
just
all
like,
that fucking happened.
yeah, it got fried, but comes out.
Yeah, the tempura on her hand looked like she stuck her hand up the ass of an orange cat and was like,
Dude,
"Here
I
I
have an
am."
orange cat. I haven't stuck my ass up it. Wait, my hand up its ass yet. Wow.
You
That
haven't.
would have been a whole different thing.
That's like that Joe Dirt sign or that like lighted Joe Dirt. Um, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put my ass in your face. Or no, he said, I'm gonna put my face in your ass. And the kid's like, what? And he's like, I'm gonna put your ass in my face. And the kid's like, what? And he's like, God damn it.
I haven't seen that in so long.
You haven't seen Joe Dirt?
In years and years. It's got to be
Yeah.
20 some odd years old, right?
I heard they did a sequel. I don't want to talk about it. We're gonna finish this movie here. So then what happens is her now that the uh mechanic's husband is dead, both Machine Girl and Mechanic Girl have nothing to live for.
Right.
So they vow even greater revenge.
Right.
And so they hammer a bunch of nails in some dude's face until he tells them where the Yakuza guy's hiding.
By the way, this was Japanese Abe Lincoln. I've never seen a Japanese guy with an Abe Lincoln beard before, but
Yeah, right?
I was very I was like, oh, very like pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
I'm like, my goodness.
it looks good. It really accentuated his jawline, which I don't think was very prominent before the Abe Lincoln.
Well, yeah, I feel
So,
like Abe Lincoln did that because he was this spindly guy. This is how he
yeah,
used to fight, and it's like, I'm gonna do that, and he looks like a man. But anyway, sorry, Abe.
I hear you. So then they decide to go, and when they get there, they find like a football team of people who they've already fucked up.
Yeah.
It was just the most ridiculous shit ever. But and then everyone had cool little masks and shit, and there was like this big fight, and so they're doing this whole thing, and then the chainsaw arm comes out, and there's all this motherfuckers getting cut in half, spraying blood everywhere,
Like a
holes.
yo-yo, right?
Oh my God.
Or was that the other one? I cannot remember which ones. They're so similar. Both movies had like a yo-yo type thing. One would grab somebody's head and pull it off, and one was a
Well, see, that's where I was going to go with that. So there was this movie way back in the day, and they made a bunch of them called Master of the Flying Guillotine.
yeah, okay, yeah.
And it was like the little thing, it was like a box with like a spinny blade, and you throw it and it's on a chain. It lands on someone's head, and blood, and then they pull it back and they have the head. I was supposed to direct a sequel to that.
Oh, shut
It's
up.
the guy who owns the rights to it owns this distribution company out here. And we were in talks for quite some time, and it just never happened.
Lame,
And that
bro.
really bummed me out
I bet.
because in my gay vampire film, Brides of Sodom,
Oh,
I really amped up the arterial spray because I really wanted that. And in my other film, Vaginal Holocaust, we had a lot of arterial spray. And actually, I stole a couple scenes in that movie from Tokyo Gore Police, which we'll talk about when we get there.
can't wait.
So that's fun. But anyway, so they're doing this whole thing. He's doing the flying guillotine thing, which is just amazing. And then she kills everyone, and then she realizes, oh, wait, no, the person who really runs the show, the mama,
Yes.
got to her yet. She's like, I'm gonna fucking shoot her and cut her and all this shit, and nothing happens because she was only aiming for her giant boobs, and she was wearing her drill bra. And so she hugs her, and there's blood everywhere, and there's like people pissing their pants and making a big puddle. And so she's like, I know what I'm gonna do. So she like fucks with the bra a little bit, pushes her in the fucking pee, and this pee with the thing electrocutes her, and then she's like, and then the son, who's still alive for some reason, goes, Mama, no. And then she's like, I'm gonna chop both of the tops of your heads off, you motherfuckers.
Oh
And
my
then
gosh. Chef's kid. Oh no, go ahead. No, go ahead. This is
that's
great.
it.
Well,
She
wait,
chops the
they
fucking
chop the
head off.
heads off. Not only do they chop the heads off, but they go flying and switch and land on each other's head stumps.
Oh,
So it's like, oh my gosh, who wrote this? Because I want to give them a firm handshake. I
a firm handshake.
dude, it was so this movie is so funny. Like first of all, it tells you how psychotic women are because I mean you have this Yakuza, for instance, you have this Yakuza boss, right, who kills people for a living. Right. There's one scene where the cook comes in, dumps some soup on his son. The Yakuza guy, the dad's like, cut off one finger or whatever, right?
Yeah.
The mother's like, no. Not only are we going to cut off all five fingers, but we're going to put it on top of sushi and make you eat it. Okay. Psychotic women. Isn't there a book called The House of Psychotic Women or something like that? It's by Kirla Janice something, and I want to actually read that. But here's my question to you of the filmmaking of the time. Okay,
Okay.
was there some kind of CG effect suite that came out around this time that had the blood effects, bullet effects, throwing stars. I thought they were Chinese stars, by the way. Did you used to call them Chinese stars? But I guess they're just throwing stars.
No, they're like called like shuriken or shuriken or something like that.
When I was a kid, I swear they were Chinese stars. Maybe that was just us. And
I thought we called them ninja stars.
okay, well, I don't know. We called them Chinese. Maybe Chinese in Farmington, Utah, in the late '80s, where was just China was just a blanket statement for all Asians. But I mean, so you have all these same effects, right? And I
Uh-huh.
swear they were in so many different movies. I mean, so I wrote down a few. We got to Hobo. They were in Hobo with a Shotgun. The same like the bullets, but like the thing, especially
The
like
muzzle flash.
yes, exactly.
It's like we use the muzzle flash like that in Finger Bang, and it got changed to another superhero movie, I think is what they changed the title to.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, the muzzle flash, the blood spray,
Yes.
also the blood on the lens,
Yes.
that was an actual, it's like After Effects, isn't it?
Well, okay. So I was asking. I'm curious about that because so I use After Effects to edit all the stuff that I do, right?
Oh,
But it's
okay.
like, no, sorry, I use Premiere Pro. Sorry. But I used to use After Effects. So I used to try to mess with that, a little bit, do special effects. But I think you're right. I think that I forgot about that. I think that's right. I think because Astron 6 did Manborg and Father's Day. There was a movie called Bong of the Dead. Attack of the Vegan Zombies was another one. And they all had the same, I swear they all had the same like special effects. With all, and I'm just like, okay, these looking I remember uh seeing these like in 100 movies at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously
Well,
you don't see them anymore. I mean,
it's
they're
weird
low.
because like After Effects, is that an Adobe program or is that okay? Because like I don't know if that's right then, because like most movies were edited in
Okay.
Final Cut, which is an Apple. So I don't know if there's an Apple or an Apple Adobe version. I mean, I'm sure there is,
I,
right?
I have no. I mean, I don't know. You're the
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
well or
I
no.
did very little special effects, but the one thing that jumped out to me on this, like after not watching this, because like I probably watched these movies over and over again in between like 2009 and 2012.
Right.
It was like my sweet
Exactly.
spot for this whole thing.
Those are fun.
And the one thing I noticed was the color correction in
Hmm.
this is so of the time.
Yes.
Because like I
Yes.
didn't even realize that like that weird kind of yellowy like just color. But like I could like go down a list of my movies that we use that on.
It's funny
That
because I
was like
swear
such a thing.
we talked about this when we did the. I brought this up when we did the shot on video episode, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, this is. I feel like this is when everything was being shot on those DSLRs.
Yeah.
And maybe it's the color correction and not the actual camera it was shot on. Because I don't
Uh-huh.
know, I'm just some asshole, right? But it's like, so maybe it was the color correction that was popular. It was at the time or whatever,
Well,
right?
you could tell that this color correction is completely digital. Like
Yes.
it's not like a camera setting. It's like you go in and make it this color. Like that was like a very purposeful because it's not like a sepia tone. It's like I don't know, but like there's so many movies that would do that. And I think it was after Traffic, which is so weird that that movie
Oh yeah.
came out in like 2000 or some shit. Because I don't know if you remember that movie, but
In a
like
long time, bro.
it won fucking Oscars and
I remember.
shit.
Mhm.
But like one person's storyline, it was like more of a green tone. The other person's storyline was like a yellow tone. And the other person's storyline was like a blue tone or some bullshit like that. And for whatever reason, like as soon as like anybody could get like the same kind of like digital whatever, like everyone started doing that. A
Yeah.
lot of people started doing that yellow shit. A lot of people started doing the kind of green
Hmm.
kind of stuff. But in this movie, like it's kind of used in flashbacks more than anything else. But in Tokyo Gore Police, there's like just like a whole like chunk of the movie, like one scene that is like intercut through the movie that has that look, and I just don't understand why.
I
Mm.
It's bizarre though that I feel like because of these special effects or because of the color correction, you
Yeah,
show me a scene, I'll be like, I know where this is from. This is from 2008 to 2010, 12, something like
for
that.
sure.
Because I mean, especially if it's low budget. I mean, obviously, if
Yeah.
you got $80 billion to put together a movie or whatever, I don't know. But
Like anything that was probably done before 2009, you will totally be able to tell that it was shot on not the greatest cameras,
Mhm.
but like they had a full editing suite
Right.
to try to church it up.
But
So
would church it up. I like that.
you like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that.
You know where I've heard that the first
Where?
time?
Where?
Joe Dierte.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
I'm
like,
missing a whole. I've forgotten a whole like cultural movement.
yeah,
Apparently,
he's like, you're gonna park this piece of shit. And he's like, what do you say? He's like, oh, that shit'll buff out. Or
yeah,
because
I
like
remember.
a rusty piece of shit. And he's like, oh, that'll buff out. And he's like, don't try to church this up, son, or
Oh,
something like
that's
that.
funny, man.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
but no. Okay, so I'm glad it's not just me because I mean I don't know. I don't know. Like,
no, seriously, that yellow fucking took me back, dude.
I
Like, as
bet.
soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen this in so long.
It's so funny because I started a podcast named The Cadaver Lab in 2008. 2008, son. And and we were like one of like less than 10 horror podcasts back then, right?
Yeah.
But so I remember thinking, okay, I want to, we want to do old movies, we want to do new movies. And I think we probably talked about these movies on that. And I just remember thinking for a long time, man, is this all that we got coming out? I don't like the look of these, and they all look the same, and it's like they're all using the same special effects. This is
Dude,
bullshit.
answer me this. I don't know. Like, you could probably Google machine this better than I can or quicker than I can. Can you find out if this was shot on the XL1 or the XL2, the Canon?
Let's see, Machine Girl. Let me see. Okay, so keep the folks entertained for 1 second.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, this was probably shot in like 2006 or 2007, probably 2007. And I'm trying to remember when the XL cannons like went out of favor, but that was like right when Reds came in.
Hmm. I think Red's changed a lot. I think
Reds
it was
changed.
all DSLRs.
Yeah. Those were, yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so let's see. We've got Machine Girl based on Machine Girl was shot using digital video technology consistent with many low budget Japanese culture. Their height, rather than so yeah, it was okay. It was shot, it just said shot on digital cameras.
So it was just like HD DV. It wasn't like,
Probably.
yeah.
I don't
Because
know, but it's like
no, I don't think these were shot on fucking,
those
uh,
Sony's, or sorry, the Canons.
no, the ones before them. Oh my God, we just talked about it. The DV cams, um,
Huh. Yeah, it doesn't say which one. It just says
because
digital.
you were talking about the DLSR.
DSLR.
Yeah, and before that there was,
No, I'm not sure.
yeah, I can't remember the name.
I remember so here in Salt Lake, I started doing that podcast and I kind of for some reason it was just like the people that there's a bunch of by the way filmmakers. I'm glad that you're a filmmaker and you're cool because even the ones here got their heads up their ass. They think they're so cool. Anyway, long story short, they kept talking about to me, look at this is how I use this DSLR and I'm like, bro, that's a $300 Nikon camera.
Yeah.
Good for you. I mean, I'm glad that you are so much better than me because you know this. But we do like a bunch of old like film festivals like that, like shorts for filmmakers around
See,
here. I'm just like, oh, bro.
here's the thing that was kind of weird because when Ringu came out,
Hmm.
that kind of changed a whole bunch of shit, like from the Japanese cinema like landscape. So you had like Ringu, the whatever the Grudge was Ju-on.
Yep.
You had the Dark Water one,
Dark
which I
Water.
can't remember what the original title of that was. But you had all these movies, and then when The Ring got remade here and it was a hit, and
Yeah,
they started remaking everything,
yeah.
so many people, especially horror fans, started going, "I want to watch Japanese. I want to watch the original. I'm going
No,
to."
exactly right. That's exactly
But
right.
the thing about the Japanese culture is that their like digital video cinema was accepted. Whereas here, like our DV culture was like Camp Blood, and we were like, those
Right.
movies suck. But over there, you had like top tier directors making movies on digital video
Do you
because they didn't care. It was just that was the medium they had to make the movie or for whatever the budget was or whatever.
Well, in that
So,
it totally makes sense. I mean, we came around, I guess, more or less.
yeah,
But the thing is, I remember people coming, like talking about it, being like, because I'd be like, dude, have you seen the original? Because that what that came out in like 2001,
yeah,
The Ring, something like that. So I remember, like, I mean, and this is before I even started the podcast. I'm like, have you seen the original? You know, it's awesome, it's great. And they're like, well, it's not. It just looks different. It's not even like green. They didn't say it's not green, but they're like, it just looks cheap because it doesn't have like the and they
that blue
in
color.
essence the green or whatever it was, you know.
Yeah,
I'm just like, are you serious, bro? It's like, yeah, okay. And maybe it was they're talking about the cameras they use, stuff like that, but I'm like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
all right.
But like when,
That's when J horror was big. There was a
yeah,
J horror. It's like,
yeah,
bro, there's been J horror forever.
yeah. But it's kind of like one of those things where when a whole culture uses equipment and still tells good stories,
Right.
you have people here who are like, okay, so I'm allowed to use this equipment because it's been accepted by people better than me, but now I have to sell why I could make this DSLR look amazing instead of shooting on film.
Well,
Everything became an excuse. So everyone had to like have their head up their ass and talk about why they were allowed to shoot on this and make it work.
ah, that is almost an epiphany for me right now. I don't know. I don't know. I We'll go into this another time because getting into the Salt Lake City film industry here in around the 2010s is
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of good shit to say. Let's just say,
Yeah,
but
I don't want you getting in trouble. I don't
I
need it.
don't. Who's gonna get
I
me in
don't
trouble?
need no one putting a hit out on you and the SLC like horror
Negative
film fest
801,
community. Yeah.
mother effer. That's what they'd say too. That's how we say, "I'll frig you, mother
Oh,
effer." Oh, who you think you freaking are? Don't do that.
they call the hive on us.
Yeah, exactly. All
Uh,
right, man. You know what's
okay.
funny is so the one thing that we did not bring up about this movie is I love the jazzy soundtrack, just to kind of keep the kind of cartoonish sensibilities about this. Which, by the way, Tokyo Gore Police is kind of like this but amped up, right? But
Way amped
but
up.
this was
I feel
still
like the
kind of
music on this is more like cartoony.
oh, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying about this. So it was just kind of like I just thought that kept the it's funny because you got all these weird things. You got this person getting revenge. You got all these like horrible deaths and these horrible tortures and this potential what did we call it? I can't remember, but oh no, the Susan. Oh yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. But every time you do that, I'm gonna do that. But no, but it's like, but you had this music that was just like, oh, bro, this is fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought it was funny. I like this movie a lot, and the thing is I'm glad I watched this first, right? Because
Total.
because
If you
out of the
watched the
two,
second, you would be like, "Oh, this is boring."
I watched it. I watched this Sunday and Monday.
Yeah.
Sunday, and my wife's watching with me. She's like, why do you watch all these? How do you find all these crazy movies? I'm like, sweetheart, wait till tomorrow night. And we'll
Did
see
you
how,
watch that with her?
yes.
Oh
I watch,
my
she
God.
watches everything with me. Like she'll be there and
Oh, man.
she'll be like,
She's scrolling?
no, she'll read a book on her what do you
Reading a
call that,
book.
a Kindle or whatever. And I'll
Yeah.
be like, babe, watch. You know,
What book was she reading while she was watching
I
this?
have no idea. But can I tell you one thing? I'm going to tell you one thing that's wild. Remember the movie Wuthering Heights that just came out?
Uh-huh.
Dude, I watched that with her, and I was trying to scroll, I was scrolling on my phone and stuff like that. But that made such a huge impact on her. I've got to watch it again this weekend. It's like
Really?
I was like, okay, cool, good for you. the longing, and it just the aching hearts and the longing for love. And I'm like, oh, I have to watch this with her because she watches so much shit with me.
Sad.
I cannot do it. I'm like, am I not good enough? What? She's like, no, but no, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's just, sometimes we want to long for things. And I'm like, well, sorry, I give you everything you ever fucking wanted. Okay, cool. Well, have a nice day. We'll go move on to the next movie. Let's move on to the next movie, actually, shall we?
Slim long, dude.
All right, let's get to the Tokyo Gore Police. By the way, I did Tokyo Gore Police trailer. Both these trailers, there's no words. So I'm sorry if you're listening, but we'll be right back. Is that yeah, okay. So yeah, we're back. We're going to be talking about Tokyo. I feel like the reason
My
you
hair
went out
looks
there,
fucking white.
well, you're old.
Dude, but it's not this. Like, I need to just dye my hair and shave my beard.
Dude, no. You know what you should do is
Oh,
shave your
sorry,
hair.
there's another helicopter coming from the other side
I
now.
can't. I can't. We can't hear it.
He's coming in fast.
And we'll deal with that as we can. You're like, I
Okay.
need to shave my beard and dye my hair. Well, I dye my beard and shave my hair. So there you go.
Yeah. Should I do it though?
I don't know.
Because like it's really like,
Dude, I use just for men.
oh
This is
man.
this is not a question for me. I'd do it. If I had hair, I wouldn't shave it. But
One time just for the plot, I got one of those just for men like mascara brushes for your beard
okay.
that's like supposed to be like just like a one-time
3 day.
thing,
Yeah.
and you just do it whenever you go out.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my God, yeah, it looks dark and it looks like whatever. And then like an hour later, I touched my beard and almost broke my fucking finger. Like it
Are you
turns
serious?
your beard into a fucking rock hard
Porcupine.
fucking. Oh, it was ridiculous, dude.
So I haven't dyed mine in a while, so it doesn't feel as lush and as smooth as when it. I can't believe we're talking about this on the podcast. Tokyo Gore Police, 2008, IMDb.
I like to condition my beard.
Oh,
Oh,
I do that every
2008.
day. By the way, I do that every single day. I also buy the ORS. I don't want to say who it's meant for, but it's you can find it in the ebony aisle at CVS. I put that in and it
Okay.
makes it soft.
Because if you just go down on who every day, that makes it soft as fuck, dude. And then
Every
just
day.
don't wash it so you can smell it all the time. Huh? That's what I used to do. I used to fucking put nothing in it. But now it's all hard and yeah, we're pulling back.
This is the corpse cast, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Tokyo Gore Police
Yeah,
5.9, written
let's
directed
do it.
by
Unbelievable.
Yoshihiro Nishimura. This guy has tons of makeup department, special effects stuff, and
Oh yeah, he was the special effects guy on Machine
yes,
Girl.
that's what I was about to
That's
bring up.
right.
So he was the special. He's like, bro, guess what? Machine Girl, these special effects are good, but just wait until I have my own movie that I can do this shit with, because we're about to take this stuff up to not to
Yeah.
rip off Spinal Tap. He took this up to 11 with that rest of the stuff. But
Yeah, it's basically Machine Girl mixed with Pokemon.
like dirty Pokemon, like those Pokemans are like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're biting dicks off. They got like
Dude, like, but like
snails.
just everything about this, like the the 911 operator girl or
Yes,
whoever
dispatch,
the blonde chick is.
dispatch. Yep. Why don't you go into the story? Let's just go through this all
Dispatch.
when
Like
you're going
that
into the
whole
story.
thing and how it's shot and yeah,
Yes.
do it.
No, you do it.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah, of course. I love when you
Okay. So what's her name? Ruka?
Ruka, who, by the way, is played by
I know, I hear
Asami.
that all the time. I love when you do it.
I think so. We're kind of on a. It's like you remember you watch a newscast and I'll say something and it takes the person that's remote a second to understand it. That's what we're doing right now. So go ahead. So you're doing it.
Is it really bad?
No, it's just like the news. It cracks me up. Okay, it's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go through it. Yes,
I'm on location.
yes, you are.
Yeah. Okay. So I think her name is Ruka.
Ruka.
Ruka Salt. And um she's like this badass cop. And like all these cops are dressed like metal samurai dudes. And
Yes,
they're trying to like hunt down this like engineer guy, which we don't know what that means yet.
not yet.
And she's just waiting in the car. They're not calling her in yet, movie or something like that. She just waits until everyone else fails, and then she shows up.
Mhm.
And so when she decides, she's like, okay, where are they? Oh, they're up there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bazooka. And so she bazookas herself by shooting the ground up into the place and has this big fight. Everything's crazy. She's amazing. Everyone thinks she's awesome. The main like boss cop samurai guy thinks she's great. Some like quadriplegic fucking crawls in and it's like, oh yeah, like we're
Bro,
having a birthday party now. Like this is great. Like I
bro,
don't know, like a bunch
that
of
is
things
the chief
happen.
of
And then
police's
she's
dog leg.
friends with this girl.
Oops. Sorry, I forgot that
What's
word.
that?
That's the quadriplegic. She's not quadriplegic. She just has no arms and legs up at the limbs and knees. Is that what you're talking about? The dog lady.
Isn't that what that means?
Quadriplegic means you can't move any of those. These are all just
Okay.
chopped off anyway.
Okay.
So
So is this where I go into my quadriplegic jokes?
yes. Either
Because I
way,
have a
yes.
lot of them.
Either yes, let's do it.
Okay.
I mean, take your time.
Okay. Okay. No, no, it's cool. Do we do this? Like, this was what all I did in third grade. Like, are we doing this? Okay. So, so what do you call a, see, I guess you could say a person with no arms and no legs. You can't just call them a quadriplegic, right?
I mean,
Because those are two different things.
I feel like that's
You
just like a
just told
loaf
me
of
that.
bread.
What?
They're just a human loaf without any arms.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry.
I think it's just a torso.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you call someone with no arms and no legs hanging on the wall?
What?
Art.
Okay.
Okay. What do you call someone with no arms and no legs sitting at your doorstep?
Mm, what?
Mat.
Okay. I get it.
Okay. What do you
Are these
call a
building
person
up to
with,
something?
yeah, they're building up. What do you
Okay.
call a person with no arms and no legs in a hot tub?
Bob.
Stew.
Okay. Okay.
Bob's also good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That was my best bet.
I would throw Bob in the bathtub
Okay.
or a lake.
Yeah. Okay. You're probably right. That's better.
What do you call someone with no arms and no legs in a pile of leaves?
Oh, I don't know.
Russell.
I I hate you for that one. I was
I
with
knew
you
there
this
was
whole
one
time
that I would
until
have it
Russell.
somewhere. Yeah. This is awful. This is bad. We should stop this now.
Well, okay.
Okay.
But let me ask you something about the chief of police's like that's just some kind of S&M I mean back in 2008 it was kind of wild, but I feel like now the world's gotten a little weirder, so it's like there's that's probably more acceptance for that kind of kink or what do you call those
Yeah, you can't do this stuff. But the other thing, oh my God, there's two of them. The other thing that I don't know about is that there are some very blatant racist things in this movie
yes.
that are even more so in the Frankenstein girl, vampire girl movie.
I haven't seen that in a long time. I don't remember. I remember
But it's like it's the same joke, but
uh,
it's a like a bigger joke,
really okay.
you know. But anyway, so long story short, this chick's a part of this police force that is like a corporation. It's not like a part of the people, you know,
It's not a
and they
government
do
entity
things.
anymore. It's a privatized
No.
police force.
Now, the other thing about this movie is that they have all these commercials in the movie
Yep.
that are like intercut,
Mhm.
intercut, get it?
Ah,
Because that's another thing that this director writer guy is really into, the cutting thing that ends up in the other movie as well.
right.
Um, but
Look at my cute razor. I'm cute. Look at oh, be
yeah,
cute.
look at like it comes in all these different colors, you
Yeah.
know, and she's like Ruka is like a hardcore
Yeah.
cutter,
Mhm.
and she's friends with this woman who works at a bar. I don't know if she's a prostitute or a former prostitute, or if she just looks a lot like
A
the
prostitute? That's
prostitute that
weird.
gets killed.
Oh yeah. No. She. Did you just say that all Japanese people look the same?
No, I'm just talking about those two.
I'm teasing. Yes.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
By the way, I'm sorry. I apologize. Remember last time when we talked about the stuff and you thought I was going to drop a funny line that you were
Hmm.
maybe you should have been worried about this episode.
Oh, what line are you gonna say?
No. I just said it. I'm like you saying the Japanese people look the same, but it's like okay. I said the funny one last time. You yellow sons of bitches.
Oh, okay. I got you. So anyway, so she's friends with this girl who's really trying to look after her, and we find out that like back in the day, this woman looked after her when she would get bullied for cutting and all this other stuff. So she just really thinks a lot of this girl. And through more flashbacks, we find out that dude, there is something going on, dude. I'm so sorry. It's
I
very
cannot. No, I can't
distracting. I
hear
have to like
anything.
talk
No,
louder
you're fine.
when,
You're fine.
but you can hear me fine. So it's
No,
just like I'm like,
this brings
hey,
more.
we're right here live under the helicopter.
This is you. This is you.
Yeah. So anyway, but we find out that like,
We're having a rough time. So, sorry. You just cut out again. Three, two, three, one.
okay, I'm like Janet Jackson.
I I wish you would.
Rhythm Nation 1814, dude. Don't fuck with me right now.
Well, I would not fuck with you on that. It's brother. What's the last time you think I listened to Janet Jackson?
Okay. I don't know when the last time you think I listened to Janet Jackson.
Well, you just did all this stuff, so what? All right, continue. By the way, let me say something about the commercials.
Memory like a steel trap for things that happened in between the ages of 7 and 12.
Look how distracted he is, ladies and gentlemen. He's
Huh?
the show.
Huh?
He
What?
turned into
What?
Grandpa Simpson somewhere along the way.
What?
But basically, the best thing is, so let's talk about the commercials because this is like a social satire, right? We got first of all,
Okay.
we have the whole like we have the engineers
Totally.
who are basically kind of like the bad guys. There's a disease going around the engineers where if you become one, then any wound you take basically turns into it sprouts a weapon, right? And so we got this girl who's going on revenge, Ruka, because her dad got shot because he was against the privatization of the police force, right? And so she's solving that whole mystery, but the whole time, and Creep mentioned the dispatcher who was like, it reminds me of like what was that called? The suicide, no, oh shoot, Battle Royale, when they were telling the kids what they were doing with there's like, oh come on, you awesome guys, we're gonna go do this. Just some funny stuff, but we also have a bunch of these commercials where it's like, what do you have? Shoot, you got like I said, the seppuku is still suicide, so don't do it, right? Cute
Harry
raising,
Carey.
yeah. Oh, wait, is that the same thing? I don't know. But there's also like a commercial where you
Yeah.
can kind of look at a video game and like choose your weapon, and you're actually killing somebody, which I think is like this is such dark things, but it's framed in this fun, cartoony way that you're just like, yeah, this, but I mean, if it were framed in a different way, this would be some of the darkest shit in any kind of movie, right? Am I wrong?
You're right.
He's catching up, ladies and gentlemen. He's on an Xfinity hotspot.
You are right.
Thank you, sir. Okay, but well, no, I want you to continue because I like it when you do it, bro.
Okay. So she's going on this hunt to find the engineer, and the police are like, we have to kill all the engineers. Let's just kill them, whatever.
Mhm.
But then this um madam, like a pimp,
Right.
gets killed hard by an engineer.
Wicked.
And it's obvious that the engineer did it. And there's this weird little guy with like a steel eye patch. I guess he's the forensics guy.
Right. Okay.
And he finds like a severed key that's like the fleshy thing that makes the engineers or
It's a
whatever.
Duma.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so they're like, we need you, Ruka, to go undercover as like a dirty birdie and find out what's going on. So she does this, and she ends up meeting the engineer, and she realizes that the engineer looks very familiar, and it's because he looks like the man that shot her father. And this is like a very like Dario Argento, Giallo kind of thing where someone has like a memory, but it's kind of cloudy and it's like a forgotten memory. And then as the movie goes on, they start uncovering what
You
was
know what?
happening
That's
in this
wild because
memory.
you are right. Holy shit. Yes, you're right about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So then what happens? Oh, I'm going to be jumping all over the place
Just
here.
do it. Just do it. Go. Let's
Okay,
go.
so we're going to jump all over the place. So then she ends up having this like confrontation with the engineer guy. She chops, like, she just slices his face a little bit. He rips his fucking head off, and
Right.
his brain comes out, and then he has like eyeball cannons.
By the way, that's featured right up front and center on the thumbnail for this episode.
Is it really now?
Yes.
All right. I can think of a couple other things, but we'll go with that.
Well, no, I already made it. I already made all the thumbnails, so it's too late to make any requests.
Too okay, that's fine. Okay, so then what happens? Um, like she gets found and he's before it's found, he touches her arm where she like does the cut
Mhm.
the weird fleshy keys, and it makes a keyhole in her arm, and then her arm opens up and he makes her an engineer. Oh my God. If anyone at work finds out, if anyone at work finds out that she's an engineer, they're going to just murder her. Okay.
Right. That's what they do.
So then that's what they do. So the police force is on this like hardcore, we're going to just kill anyone that we think might be an engineer. She doesn't like this. She goes and ends up meeting the head engineer guy and finds out that I think how this worked out is that the guy who shot her dad wasn't really the engineer, but it was
No.
the engineer's dad.
Yes.
And so the engineer's dad might have been the one working on the whole thing with the engineer, and then he took over the thing. I don't really understand. They look exactly the same. And don't say anything. It's played by the same actor. Don't give me any shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, okay. So then he's telling her because they're meeting for like tea or some shit,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Hey, guess what? Like, look me in my my
Eyeball
cannons
scanning.
here. Um, yeah, I was standing right behind you, don't you remember? And right after I shot your dad,
No, my
this
dad
guy
shot your
shot
dad.
me. He wanted me to shoot your dad. Yeah."
Right, right, right.
So then she's like, "Oh my God, it's the guy who raised me after my dad was dead. It was this guy who's really a bad guy. And he runs around with Mike's friend Russell, right? Russell and Bob." She's a
Art,
manic
art.
depressive,
Yes,
you know?
dude. That's
So
great.
she chops this dude in half and
Yes.
says, "Thanks for telling me that
Mhm.
shit, dude. I really appreciate it." And then she goes and she finds that her friend, the woman at the bar, is being drawn and quartered in four directions and she blows up. And if she would have just driven, she was just in a car.
Yep.
She's like, "No, I'm going to run across this bridge." And halfway across the bridge, I'm going to stop and because I'm out of breath. This is a long bridge.
Bro,
So
same.
she just waits. And by the time she gets there, her friend sees her and is like, "Oh, hi, thanks for coming. I'm about to get pulled apart in four directions right now." And
Right.
then she does. And then she's like, "Oh, shit. It's about to get real." And now, since she has nothing left, she's on a killing spree.
Yes.
And she wants to just eviscerate all of the people in this police force to get to the head boss so she could eviscerate him. Now, one of the things we haven't talked about yet, I've been putting off because I don't want to say the things in front of people who are here because it's graphic,
Oh, yes.
but it's about a brothel where the engineers hang out.
You know what's so funny is I was like, wow, okay, so we totally skipped over like the craziest part of this whole movie. We skipped over dick biting.
Yep.
The
Snail girl.
alligator woman, snail girl. The worst of all. By the way, there's a lot of like characters in this. We got the snail girl, we got the alligator girl, and we haven't even mentioned the worst one of all, the one that was the most disturbing out of all the women at the brothel, the chair girl, the lost creep. Are you there, sir?
Oh, the girl who was like with like the Mickey Mouse head,
No, I'm talking about the
the
chair.
rubber girl.
Though the girl who was basically stretched over a chair type thing and you could
Oh, that
see,
was so hot.
dude, it was gross. It was
That was
disturbing
hot.
because there you go.
Dude,
She's getting nutrients put in an IV. She's doesn't have a head. She has no consciousness, but she has like a little leaf for a vagina. But she pisses all over the crowd and stuff like that. It's like, who came
and
up with
they're
this shit?
loving it.
Yeah, who came up? The
Oh,
Japanese, that's who. They're always up to something.
yeah. It's hot. I would have been front row. I would have been
Oh,
front row for
well,
that.
listen, I'm not saying I would or would not. I'm just saying that I saw that, I
Oh,
thought about it, and I'm like, this is a human
yeah.
who I don't know who has
Mhm.
consciousness at all or anything like that. But but I mean, there was a whole like body modification type of thing with the engineers, I mean, I don't know exactly if they were trying to say anything or just trying to shock us, but there was that creeped me out, man. That like even this time I was like, oh, what the
Yeah.
shit, pissed all over. Everyone loved it. Who am I to judge people's fetishes?
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I'm going
You
to
are
judge it.
not one
No,
to.
yes, I am. Yes, I am. I cannot help it. I will judge. That one's creepy, bro.
All right. Okay. So one of the cops
Yeah.
goes in undercover to this dungeon
Yes.
and he sees Snail Girl and Chair Girl and Alligator Girl, who's not Alligator Girl yet. She's just like no areola girl.
Yeah, she's like
And
gator teeth titty.
yeah. And there's like some rubber woman who's like taking people around.
Right.
And the cop's like, I want Alligator Girl. Okay.
Because they choose
So
their
he,
evening entertainment.
yeah. So he goes with her and she's like giving him a little bit of a head job there. And he notices that the engineer's in the room watching. And he's like, huh. And then she's like, chomp. And she just like bites it off.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's screaming. And then the engineer, who's supposed to be the scientist guy,
Right.
he's not very careful with the things that he does. And he took a power drill to this guy's ankle and was very messy about it.
Well, sure.
And I'm like, you could be a little neater, dude.
Here's the thing,
Like,
though.
you're
Okay, so
like,
that's like asking me
but
if
he doesn't have eyes right now.
that's like asking me if I could fix your printer. No, I write software. Okay, I'm not going to fix your fucking printer. I know it's a computer thing. Okay, so he is a bioengineer, right? He doesn't know how to.
Okay.
He's not a surgeon. Okay, so let's give him a little break there.
Yeah. He's not a surgeon. He just knows that you do ankle surgery with a power drill. Got it. So then he like does a fight, gets up, leaves, and he's like crawling down the hallway. And the girl who he shot in half a minute ago like crawls out into the hallway. And instead of having a lower half of the body now, she has an alligator head for the lower half of her body. And this is the scene I stole for, or the shot I stole for Vaginal Holocaust,
No shit. Let me
like
ask you
where
something.
it like comes up
Oh
really
no shit.
quick.
Let me ask you something. So okay, so when that happened in Tokyo Gore Police, right? Like there was like, I mean, it
Yeah.
was pretty quick because they sped it up, right? I tried to look in the
Yeah.
middle to see if there was still like an opening, and I could not tell. But did you take that for
It looked like
vaginal?
there was.
Okay, so I didn't rewind. I could have rewinded it, I guess. But what did you
Yeah.
steal? Now, was there a hole in? I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen Vaginal Holocaust. It's not readily available.
What that movie's about is somebody a group of teens go camping and they run across a bunch of redneck vampires.
Oh,
And this vampire bites this one girl on her coot. And then instead of her becoming a vampire, her vagina becomes a vampire.
you know what's wild about that
And so,
is that's
huh?
basically Sinners. You should have won an Oscar for that.
That's what Sinners is about?
No, I mean it's basically these guys go make a speakeasy and then a bunch of redneck vampires come out, but it's very similar.
I had no idea that's what that was about.
Yeah.
But so at the end of the movie, like the character I play in it,
Mhm.
is like the vampire boss kind of thing, and she's killed all the other vampires, and she's clothes on, and she's like crab walking like on her hands and legs,
Oh my gosh.
and she like comes at us like this, and there's like teeth like in her.
The whole I need this. Do I let me did I grab this? Hold on.
Let me know if you can.
No, I'm
It
looking
was
at
released as a double feature with Cage Lesbos a Go Go.
bro, how I'm a little upset that I don't have I'll have to check for that later in their good spot, but like so I have a few of your movies. I just can't remember which ones. It's been a long time, right?
Well, that one never got like an actual like DVD release in America
Well, how the shit are we supposed to see these?
because it got leaked within like a week after Shoreline started sending out screeners, and
Oh,
it was on all the sites like pretty damn quick. But
ugh.
it won a bunch of awards.
From the sites? I'm just joking.
No, best use of nudity
Oh,
in
no
the
kidding.
Polygrind Film Festival.
Are
Yeah.
you
And then it
serious?
played in Estonia.
How do you not, as a filmmaker, how do you not have a copy of all your movies?
I have copies of everything on hard drives,
Ugh.
and I think I have screener copies of that in a box somewhere. If I find the box, it's in storage. If I could find it and I have copies, I'll send you a copy.
Well, that would be nice, but
That's like my favorite thing I've ever done. It was so fun and ridiculous, and
Vaginal Holocaust. It's not better than Brides of Sodom or whatever that one.
I think it is. It didn't have as much money. Like Brides of Sodom had a huge budget for
Oh,
me.
well, okay. That's the one I saw, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of gay stuff in this one. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot where we were. Oh, yeah, yeah. So then he gets chomped up.
Mm.
But then he shows up with this giant, massive Mike Cadaver sized penis. The
Woo! That's
fucking
right.
like
That's right. That's right. Yes, yes, sir. Yep.
and he's like, and it's just going all over the place. It's not just like a fixed thing. It's like, I'm gonna come over here. It's like Snuffleupagus.
It's
And
a
it's like going like this, and it's like shooting at motherfuckers.
it's like it's shooting
Yeah.
little like it's this reminded me of oh shoot, what's that Cronenberg movie Existence? Just like little like biological like shots of like just bullets and whatever. It's gross.
So good. So anyway, so our hero shows up, fucks him up, and then she's gonna go fuck up her boss, but first she has to fuck up Russell. And Russell isn't just on little nubs anymore
No.
from being low enough to pleasure daddy in the chair.
Yep.
Now she's up on like blades. She's like blade leg.
Yep.
Okay. And now she's super fast for some fucking reason. And like a fucking ninja because he pushed the red button, which I
Right.
guess gives her like Prozac or something. I don't really know what the fuck it does. But and then she ends up fucking her up
Yeah.
in a really good fight scene. And then the guy, he's like, "Oh, I saw Reanimator." And so he starts like giving himself all these green shots,
Right.
and he's like a like badass all of a sudden. And then she chops his legs off, and he's like, "Oh, have you seen like hydroplaning, like Hydra jet shit? Because we're gonna invent that right now if it's not a thing yet." And so he's flying now with all this blood coming out of
It's
him.
like pressurized mister.
Yeah. It's like 102 in SLC right now. We need the misters out. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Negative 801, motherfucker.
And then she kills him. And then guess what? There's some more commercials. And then she goes outside, and Blade Leg is now like
Machine gun
fucking
leg.
M16 leg.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're going to start their own police force now that her face and arms all fucked up.
You
It's
know
just
what's so
like
funny
fucked up
about this
chicks
whole
doing
thing?
stuff.
is like I feel like this and Starship Troopers have a lot in common, right? Because
Oh my God, yeah.
this is like it's funny because they are aping like just the propaganda. I mean, obviously, the privatized like police force, all this stuff, and it's funny because it's like yeah, this I don't know if this was a real thing or if it was just kind of like a plot point that the director wanted to exploit
No,
just for
this is Trump's America, guys.
oh, stop it. Stop it.
I'm
Oh
just
my
kidding.
gosh. Stop it. Oh,
I'm
here we
just
go.
kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking.
But it's like no, but it's like but it's crazy. I'm like they're driving around in their cars. They got bullhorns on the top of their car saying, "Privatized police is more safe. We're gonna take care of you." And like the whole thing, it like gave me such like a like a like a Starship Troop. I loved it. Like if that
Dude,
gave
I'm
so
so
much.
glad you said that because this was totally inspired by Starship
Yes,
Troopers.
absolutely.
100%. I'm so glad you said that.
And it's like so you got this stuff. And also had another favorite part is because there was a time after the brothel scene, which by the way, I'm still trying to get over the brothel scene when this part comes up, right? I'm like, what the shit did I just see? Because I mean, I hadn't seen this in years and years, and I remember, oh man, I remember that one pissing chair lady or whatever, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
cannot, but I did not remember. Just it's crazy. Anyway, so the we got the engineer with the half top brain cannons, right? Brain
yeah, yeah,
eyeball
yeah,
cannons. And he takes her to like this room and tells her like the backstory. It's like, oh, by the way, let's catch everybody up. And he has these like cardboard slides. And he's telling the whole thing. We get a little flashback and all this other. I don't know when he had time to prepare those, but I love the way the exposition happened, right? Totally. I mean, obviously, this whole movie is crazy. It's like a whole cartoon thing. So you're not going to go into this part and be like, well, that's bullshit. There's no way that this guy had time to do. No, because that's the kind of movie it is. So it's like the whole time you're watching this, it's like kind of a dreamy, cartoony, I don't know, but it's like if it's just such a funny like the whole from the silly dispatch lady to the crazy like uh commercials to the gore. They're my favorite part, I think,
hmm
though, in the most beautiful shot in the whole thing is she's on the subway. There's a dude eating bugs, which is gross. I had to close my eyes and keep.
That I could not, dude. No.
Dude, it's like
Uh-uh.
it's like what's his name? Randy or not Randy Quaid, Dennis
Yeah,
Quaid
yeah, yeah.
is
Yeah.
eating the
No.
shrimp. Yeah,
Uh-uh.
yeah. But it's like, so I remember I kept doing this. I'm like, just open my eyeball for a quick second, see if it's still going. Anyway, some guy grabbed her ass. He takes her out, or she takes him out, chops his hands off, pulls out a umbrella, walks away, and I'm like, that is art right there. I would frame
It's
that on my
gorgeous.
wall. Yes.
Yeah.
He's got his arms up, it's misting, all that stuff. The thing is obviously this movie is meant to be what do you I can't even remember what you called like a manga or like a way over the
hmm
top, silly satire, political, social. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he's really trying to make him to make a point, or if he's just like, by the way, how sick is this shit? And we're just going to go that way. But the thing is, I love this movie so much. And here's the thing: I said earlier that I'm glad that I saw this after I saw Machine Girl. I loved Machine Girl, but once you watch
hmm
this, it's like you can't go back to just a normal non-snail, non-alligator vagina movie.
Yeah.
You know,
Totally.
it's like so.
This is like the climax of this whole genre, and it came out the same year as Machine Girl.
That's what I'm saying. And by the same dude was like, shit.
Yeah.
By the way, I just did the special effects on this. I'm going to use a lot of them. Like there were a lot of the same shots, like a dude chopped in half. They go like this, and then there's blood squirting out. You
Yeah.
got the skeleton with the bloody, like fleshy skull with the eyeballs just shaking
hmm
around. You got a lot of stuff. But that's not all, folks. You get the wildest shit that has ever been like this is what I'm saying. I'm like, if this isn't technically Euro Girl, then I don't know what else is. Like tell me 'cause
It's
I'm just
just it's crazy because like speaking of Argento on this, like this kind of has the same thing where this movie like had a lot more to it, had more money,
yes,
probably because Machine Girl was successful,
right.
whatever. But then by the time he goes to Frankenstein Girl, he tries to do the same thing, but with less money, and it doesn't look as good, which is
I
like
need to
the
watch it.
Argento thing, where
Oh,
like Argento made great movies when he had the money to make them,
and then he
and then
made
when
the
he
card
didn't
player.
have the money to make them, they weren't that great.
Yes. He made Do You Like Hitchcock? He made Giallo.
Oh,
He
fuck.
made, yes. Okay. I could go
Yeah.
on and on, but yes.
The
I don't know,
card
man.
player.
This is a wild, like, couple of movies. This is a wild, like, time in movie making history. And
Yeah.
they, by the way, they still use the After Effects on this or whatever it was, because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was all the same stuff, you know.
Well, there's that scene where the two girls are fighting and it's all yellow. And like, I don't know who the fuck these girls are, but one of them is an engineer and one of them just has a staff.
Oh, right, yeah.
And, but like, why the fuck is this scene even happening? Like, I almost feel like that scene was like a proof of concept.
And they're like, let's
And
make it
he
in.
just wanted, he's like, wow, I spent a lot of time on this. We're going to just cut this into like little parts of the movie.
I would hate to waste my talents and not put this in the
Yeah.
movie.
Oh my God.
I just think that this, I mean, okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, the ridiculousness of Machine Girl was like a 7. I would give
Yeah.
it way higher if I hadn't seen this, but it's like it's got to be a 7 because this is a 10. I feel like this is the most crazy movie out of all of these. I don't know. Like I said, I
Yeah.
haven't seen the Frankenstein Vampire Girl one in a long time, but anyway, I don't know, man. I loved it.
But like Robo Geisha and all those other ones you were talking about,
Yeah.
like I haven't seen those. Like,
Oh,
are
they're very
those
similar.
like as crazy as this?
Well, they seem cheaper. So, I mean, a
Okay.
lot of it's like Robo Geisha especially. It seems like it was just I don't know. We got to should we wait for do you want me to entertain the folks as you make it back down to
No,
your
keep talking. Keep talking.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. No, but so there was a lot of these and a lot of them look like daytime dramas from like the 80s or 90s, right? I don't know what the
Mhm.
deal is, but it's like there's a certain look to those that are like hyper realistic. You know, it just
With
looks
After Effects.
well, there you go. And it's like but yeah, they had all the like the gun shots, the what do you call the explosions from guns, all that stuff like that. I don't know, man. Like I love both these movies. I feel like this is a crazy time in history of horror movies from Japan. I mean, this is after the influx of what most people call J horror. And those are all the remakes of The Ring, Ju-on, all that kind of stuff. And this came after it. I don't think these had nearly. I mean, comparatively, I think the budgets were a lot less, but I think the ideas were a lot crazier. Like you're not seeing any American remakes of Robo Geisha. You're not seeing any remakes of this one, either one of these on this. Anyway, anyway, man, yeah, I loved it. Is there anything else I got on this? I do want to say 4 words. Three titty green milk lady. That's 5 words. There was a literal three titty green milk lady, and that was the fight that Creep brought up when
Hey,
he was talking
yeah,
about
I'm still on.
a the scene with the staff, and that maybe it was like, why did this happen exactly? Oh, is he pissing? Oh, let's hear it. Are you going? I can't even hear it. That's too bad. I was hoping to hear a Creep stream on this episode, but alas, it's not going to happen. I don't know, man. They did say there was a. I did mention a couple of the craziest character names in this Snail Girl, Alligator Girl. There was also a character named Chinaman, which is that's not me saying. That's just me reading the credits for the movie. And there was one that I don't know was credited, but is worse than the Chinaman, but hung out with the Chinaman. By the way, if I said Chinaman
Are
three
you
times
heading out right now?
in a row, oh,
No, because I'll go back up if you're not. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, I will actually. I'm gonna go back up, but you're gonna go for a run.
I was gonna go up to the roof and have a cigarette before I went too.
Oh, okay.
staying in.
Yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah, right now it is, but it's
Do you need privacy from me?
no, it's okay. It's fine. Oh, no, you can. It's fine. Do what you need to do.
Walking through. He's going into his bedroom,
Sorry.
everyone.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about, though. Like, that was really shift.
Say what?
What was the other character called in that scene?
I don't know. The Chinaman scene? I don't know, but
Yeah,
that's probably one of the most racist characters I've ever seen in any movie of my whole life.
the other one.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if you remember in
But he's having a hard time, ladies and gentlemen. But let's go ahead and take a look at his face. He's looking handsome. We can't hear him.
be able to hear me right now.
So it's okay. I'm narrating the your journey.
But if you can hear me, in the Frankenstein girl,
Uh-huh.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
But in the Frankenstein girl movie,
Hmm.
there was like a group of kids that were all like that.
Are you
And
serious?
it was like, do you remember that?
It's been, I mean, it's probably been since 2010 or something.
Yeah, but it was like because in that movie they had all these different cliques of kids.
Mm, mm.
And
Oh, right. And
but they
one was
had the
just that guy.
commercials and stuff like that too. What's that?
I say, and there was one whole group that was just like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like just like the makeup they did on that guy in this was so like 1930s bad.
It's like, yes. It's like, I know it's crazy, but um, hey man, at least it wasn't me. At least is a heterosexual white male in 2026. I did not do this, so you cannot get upset at me
Yeah.
at all. So
I didn't do it.
I mean, it's like it's funny. It's
But again, this whole movie is just to shock you.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's funny because I don't even want to get into it, but it's like I was talking to my son about something and about shocking things now, things you can't get away with, right? In
And
movies.
you got yelled at because you probably said something bad.
No, I didn't say anything bad. He said, "Well, what about this? What about this?" I said, you seem like what's her name? Whitehouse from the prime minister from England who
The video nasties.
who's like
Yeah.
or somebody who says, listen, if you watch these movies you're going to become a degenerate and you're going to do this behavior that's in this movie because that's why we shouldn't show it. I'm like, you literally said that to me. He's like, no, it's different, Dad. I'm like, how is it different? Explain to me. He was like,
Yeah.
well, these movies, if you do this and this, I'm like, son, you literally said if you watch this, if that gets in your brain, you're gonna do it. Thank you. Thank you, like Christian conservative mom from the 80s.
Yeah, but here's the thing that's going to be fucking wild is that the people who were just like 3 or 4 years younger than your son
Hmm?
are going to start going super hard in the opposite direction, just like everyone who was making movies during the video nasty said, "Oh, hold my beer. You
Yes.
think that's bad? I'm going to fucking show you bad."
Th-
Because as soon as somebody is told they can't do something, they immediately rebel against it.
But it's
And the
crazy.
first people to rebel are teenagers. That's just how it fucking is, dude.
It's
So in like 10 or 15 years, we're probably going to see movies that are so fucking insane that we're going to feel awkward watching them.
well, I hope to be dealing with insanity, old man insanity by then, so it'll just be a fun trip for me. But but no, it's funny because it's like I talked to him, I'm like, you literally are saying if you see this, you're going to do it. But it was different to him than it was to the 90s, 80s moms. I don't know, man. The thing is this movie, there was a little bit of that, right? Not much. I mean, I mean, it was there, stuff like that. But I feel like the bottom line of this one is it was a cartoon. It was just a silly, fun time, and that's why I enjoyed it. I don't even remember that stuff. It was such a small
It's like a live action Meet the Feebles.
Absolutely it is.
Like
And you know
this
what?
movie is just like anyone watching this movie will probably get offended at something. Like it is just there's something for everyone.
Yes. I'll tell you what, though, I feel like even though there was social commentary, this and that, I feel like at the end of the day, for the time it was made, for the dudes who are like us, who are a little bit older,
Yeah.
it's just like we can look at it, we can be like, oh, that's silly, whatever. But I worry about it, man. I mean, it's funny because I mean, we think about 80s horror movies and all the stuff they used to say. Shoot, what was that movie? Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker or something like that, where there was a cop that was just like busting on this guy, dropping all the homophobic slurs, stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it's like I watch that now and I'm like, what? I'm clutching my pearls now, even, it's like we cannot get
Gotcha,
back to
dude.
that. I can't
Yeah.
imagine going back to that, but I mean, I don't know, we'll see, I guess.
But I almost feel like this movie, and I need to check the dates because they might not coincide, and I'm sure this wasn't the first movie in Japan to do it.
Mhm.
But there was a movie called, I think I'll say the word that we used as our safe word, but it's called Susie Club.
Yes. Hmm.
Like I don't know if that came out before this,
I
but
think
it
it came
almost
out
seems
before.
like the ads were targeted to the rise of movies that were kind of glamorizing that
That
in
was
a way
that was
that wasn't
2001.
glamorous. 2001?
Yes. So no, I mean I remember that one, and it's like, yeah, that was a wild
Because
one.
like all the ads are like, "Hey, let's do this. It's so fun. Look at how
Well,
cute we are."
same with Battle Royale, which was what
Oh,
year was
for
Battle
sure.
Royale? I'm doing a
That's
lot.
probably 2000, 2001.
Okay, 2000. Yeah. Sorry, I have my
Yeah.
computer propped up on a thing, so I got to type like this.
Yeah. But yeah, that had Beat Takashi in it. That guy's
Yep.
awesome, dude.
Yeah. Oh no, he's like the king of that time, right?
Oh, MXC, dude. Are you
Yep.
fucking joking me, dude?
What was his buddy's name?
Hey, I'm Gilly Douche.
That's right, Inkyo Ledouche. Yeah, that's
Oh,
yeah.
God, I
Yeah.
fucking love that show, dude.
I haven't seen that in so long. Man, that's back where
There's a channel on YouTube that just like live streams it like
shut
over and over again, like all the seasons.
up. Here's the how they put all that crazy dub over it, stuff like that. I wonder how close. I mean, there's nowhere that can't be close to what they're actually saying, right?
No, did you ever watch Takeshi's Castle?
I don't think so. Nah.
That was like the original game show, and it's like it's kind of boring, but it's like we have 100 contestants and we're gonna just make them go through all this stuff until there's only like five left. And it's just it goes on and on and on, and it's just like um yeah, it's that's the original show. You could watch that too.
I
I
gotta
had
watch
the
it
box sets of both seasons of
on
MXC, and
DVD.
you could watch a actual episode of the show.
No way. On DVD.
Yeah,
Like how are we talking VHS or DVD or what?
DVD. They don't have bonus features on VHS tapes.
Tell that to Charles Band.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
But no, these are great. Like if you haven't seen them, you have to experience it. But I don't like the eating of the grubs. Although me and my friends, we did this thing one time where we had grubs and we put them in the microwave. And when you put them in the microwave, they like expand and then pop. So we would put them in and make them expand until right before they popped, and then we would bite them, and it would just like explode out. It was
That's
fucking
gross as
disgusting.
hell. What?
Yeah,
That's worse.
yeah. But I was a kid and I didn't care about stupid shit.
Well, that makes
But
sense.
now I can't stomach any of that crap.
Nah, it's because we gotta watch our weight, we gotta watch our protein intake, all that stuff.
Yeah, but the protein in those was great.
Oh, I bet.
I remember my friend who was telling me to do it and who was doing it too. He's like, dude, there's so much protein in grubs, man. Like you could live off these if you ever needed to.
Do you know what else there's protein in? A fucking juicy steak, and that's what I'm sticking with. So
You know what else there's protein in?
yeah, I know what you're thinking about. I
That's where I thought you were going, dude.
nope. No, fuck's sake. All right, so we got the two movies. We got those. So I feel like we're kind of on an agreement that we both love these movies. They're crazy in their own way, but if you're gonna watch both, watch Machine Girl first. He's busy texting, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. I know you got anything else for the folks for this episode?
No, just subscribe
Yes,
and
please.
share. And you know what, guys? If you're enjoying this, the best thing you can do is tell a friend. Say, hey, friend, I
Yeah.
had a really good time listening to this.
Right.
And then make them listen to it. Tie them up and threaten to chop off their fingers
No,
if
or
they
chop
don't.
off their arms at their elbows and their legs
Yeah.
at their knees. Make sure they have little protectors there so they can walk around. But they're
Yeah.
still tall enough to give you a BJ if you're sitting in a chair,
Yeah.
of course. But all right. I think that's all we got for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Do us a favor, like I said, go check out YouTube /@MattWall if you want to
Aw.
become more attractive to the opposite sex or the same sex or whatever you are. Become a Renaissance man with Matt. I feel like that should be your channel. Become a Renaissance man with Matt.
The problem is nobody knows how to spell that. I've already thought about it.
Brother, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a hard time when I was writing that down. I had a hard time with that. Like I put it in and they're like, did you mean this? I'm like, yes, fuck yeah, I meant that. Yes. But so yeah, I know you're probably smart about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, go to youtube.corpsecollective.com. There's a lot of other stuff on there. There's even a trivia show with me and my wife. But it's mostly me talking about movies. It's mostly this podcast. But
Yeah.
we love you and we want what's best for you. So go ahead and subscribe. And from the Corpse Cast, we'll catch you guys.
No, you got to close it.
Oh,
You got to close it.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.